The first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 1 car payment, 1 new iPhone, 1 PS5 so I can resell that shit. Got these guys cutting the grass, but what is going on, everybody? This is gonna be my Vlogmas day 1. I'm literally at work, so you're just gonna be vlogging with me. I got not much to do. I got to go to the gym at some point today. I was posting my podcast and some clips on my Instagram, on YouTube and stuff. So guys, if you guys want to check out my podcast, it's called the Keeping It Real Podcast. It is on YouTube. You can check out the YouTube video. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple. You can check out the website, keepingitrealpod.com. All links in the description right below, so you guys don't even have to worry about that. Just click the link and it'll take you right there. Also subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I got some really cool content coming out soon, along with all these Vlogmas little vlogs that I'm gonna do. Thank you, Big Tractor Trailer. Appreciate you showing love. God bless you. And yeah, so guys, subscribe, and we're gonna be having some fun before Christmas. I don't know when Vlogmas, do you go till Christmas or do you go after Christmas? Last year I did Vlogmas, but it was all jacked up because I started like after December 1st, and I still called it Vlogmas Day 1. So like I really fumbled the bag when it came to that one. But yeah, we're gonna be getting lit. I don't know what we're gonna be doing all month. There's probably some cool stuff going on around town, whatever that means, but subscribe and let's go. All right, so the vlog just took a turn for some good controversial content. All right, so I'm going to have a healthy conversation / debate with my friend who is from Italy. He's 25, 26 years old, from Italy, born and raised in Italy, recently moved to New Jersey, America. He visited New Jersey a few times. He's been to America. He's been here for over a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years now. About 2.5, 3 years now, give or take. And we're gonna have a healthy conversation about guns and gun control, basically. Basically gun control and the banning of guns. Should we ban guns? Should cops be the only people with guns? He has an opinion, I have an opinion, and I think it's a healthy conversation. I think it's a conversation that's not being had in a a debate format where people can actually listen to both sides, hear both opinions / arguments / evidence, whatever, you know. Hopefully some opinions are backed by some evidence. So let's do this. It's gonna be fun. He's gonna have an accent, so if you guys can't understand, I'll give you a quick preface. I know he's gonna be all over the place explaining all this different stuff, but I'm gonna try to tell him to be quick. But quick preface, I know he thinks like a school shooting just happened in Michigan yesterday, and 3 kids, as of now, 3 kids died, 8 are wounded, and it's just really sad. And things are just, you know, this violence with guns, it is a constant, and especially school shootings and mall shootings and mass shootings. It's very scary stuff. And yesterday it was with a handgun, not a AR-15 or an assault rifle or anything big that the media likes to target and try to ban. And but it was with a handgun and it was with a pistol, and they are running with this semi-automatic handgun, which most semi-automatics are basically, or most handguns are basically semi-automatic. So he believes that only cops and law enforcement should have guns, and the citizen at this point, because guns are so dangerous and so violent, that the citizens really probably shouldn't have a gun. And that is a ridiculous argument. If you think that, that's okay. That's okay. I think that's a ridiculous argument. I used to almost think that way. I used to be very gun scared. My parents were not, or my parents still aren't, you know, gun people. They're from the city. They don't really know much about guns. My friends taught me what they knew about guns, and then I started learning more and more on my own. And then I started learning the history, the right to bear arms, what that means, government tyranny, real applications to government tyranny, not, you know, Joe Biden telling you, go get the tanks and we're gonna go take Luke, and then I'm gonna go shoot tanks with my gun. Like, that's not really like the idea of government tyranny with the right to bear. A little bit, but the right to bear arms is a little bit deeper than that. And I'm gonna talk to Igor and try to explain that to him. And also, America is a free country. It's very free, so I'm gonna try to lodge that concept into his brain. So stick around, please hear the argument, and I hope you guys enjoy. Smash the like button, comment in the description. Once you guys watch the argument, watch both sides talk, please comment what you guys think, and let's go. Yeah, good you looking, buddy.
It's an extra piece. So you buy...
It's for the win. No, it just pops off.
Nice.
Yeah, it comes with. Sony, compa. Hola, amigo. See, it's recording now, you see? You don't want to talk about it anymore, buddy?
No, not right now.
What do you think, buddy? Come on, just tell me.
Not right now.
Just say, what do you think?
Without.
Yes, sir, buddy. Numero uno. Vlog today, Benko, our vlog today is going to be me and Igor are going to debate gun control and gun violence because the Michigan shooting. And you know,
oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Handgun happened in Michigan, and I'm gonna try to debate him and tell him why guns should be legal. But what do you think, Jar? Any opinions, buddy?
Dude, get out of here.
he doesn't want to say. He doesn't know. He's on the
Not
spot.
on video.
Everyone's nervous. All right, Igor, you ready, buddy?
It's a spicy discussion.
Spicy, buddy. Spicy. Controversial, buddy.
Conversation.
Yes, sir.
Conversation.
I love you more than the feeling when it passes through. I'm going home. Gotta stay for the night. All right, Igor, what do you think about guns in America, handguns, semi-automatics, you know, assault rifles, and you know your opinion about the school shooting and the situation and stuff like that?
I think.
But first off, is guns, are they legal in Italy?
Yes, legal.
Like a citizen can go out and get them?
Yeah, you have to take a license before then.
Do you have to take like a test, as in like a
I
written
think
test?
yes. I don't know.
You don't know?
I know it's a long process.
It's a little
before
bit,
then.
a little bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I think there's not too much kind of harm over here. So
too many variety.
yeah, so it's like it's not just for obviously for
Hunting and self-defense. It's more
yeah,
for like
it's not
fun
just
and
for
games and
defense.
stuff.
It's not just for defense. So
Okay.
and I think you have different. I don't know if I can explain it to you. The different concept about why you really need the arm.
Okay.
So, for example,
The lighting.
yeah, I think the people have to be like a sensibilization about this argument. So, for example, I think it's to freedom for I don't know. You have to freedom here about the arms, like.
You think we have too much freedom?
Yeah.
You think we have too much freedom with the fire?
Yeah, about the arms. So, for example, the last time, what's the name of the guy in a manifestation in Black Lives Matter? They shoot the guys for defense.
Oh, Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah, I think it's
Just happened.
last year.
The protest with the white boy?
Yeah.
And the white kid killed
shot,
at the
some
protest
people.
that I was talking to you about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, no.
Si.
It's crazy you bring an arm in a manifestation.
I do, and I do tend to agree. Like a young 17-year-old kid, why would you let your kid go there? Why is he there with a big big gun? But there's other people there with guns too, not just him.
Yeah, I understand. But
I agree.
In this occasion,
it's a bad situation for me and you to disagree, and we're both armed with guns, right?
Yeah, sure. I think in this
can agree with
situation, just the police have to bring a harm. So,
Okay.
Because if something's going on, it's just the police have a harm. If somebody else have a
And
harm,
we don't know
the
who's
police,
good or
the police
bad.
understand whoever harm is the wrong person.
Si,
you know,
si.
is the danger.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think this is big problem because now a couple people die, you know, about that. So
Yeah.
I think I understand the people say it's for obviously because
self-defense
for the defense
and government tyranny, strict government, authoritarian government.
Yeah, but I think the guy moved from another state.
Well, we're not gonna talk about that, and that's not. He got written.
Understand, but
The overall concept of owning a gun. The overall concept of owning a gun. That's a little.
If you don't have the freedom to bring your arm outside the, obviously the container for bring the arm, and maybe this don't pass, you know.
No. Say that again.
I think if you don't have the freedom to bring your arms,
Yeah.
like no in a container.
So if we don't
with
have
ammo in it,
if we're not allowed to bring it, there won't be an issue. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
So maybe this don't
Okay.
pass. Maybe you don't have this risk. People die for nothing.
Okay. I understand. So if there's no guns in these situations, but that's only a small percentage of gun violence, right? Is a protest of like out of the 10, 20,000.
For this, I think the American have to be like sensibilization about this argument.
Sensible and sensible. You want to be open-minded. Let's call it open-minded.
It's like example. We start to talk about the plastic.
Plastic pollution.
It's
global warming, bad for.
So and I see my little cousin. She say, "Oh, we don't have to use plastic because the plastic is bad for the ambient." And I think if you do the same with the arms, one day you receive the same thinking.
So if we teach our youth that guns are dangerous and we should maybe not have guns, our youth will stay away from guns?
If you really need for defense, I think everybody have to have the right for buy the arm, no? It's like,
what do you mean everybody has to have the right? Like they have to go through a process to get the right?
If you want an arm, you have to be freedom to buy an arm.
But I am free. I'm American.
So. Italy too is free.
No, but I'm free in America,
but
so I have the
for
freedom to buy it.
defense arm, no, just for semi-automatic arm. This is crazy for me. It's just for military use.
Yeah, but then we're gonna get into the weeds of like almost every gun is a semi-automatic gun. Besides an old school hunting bolt
compromise
action
is it's like if you like to shoot, you can rent it.
I can rent a gun. Okay. And who am I? But hold on, but who's gonna own the guns that I rent to? Just a normal human that can go take those guns and use them illegally, correct? And then again, the civilian is at harm from somebody in power that owns the guns and then gonna use the guns against me illegally. Whether that's illegal or not, then I'm in a position of defenselessness. You understand?
Yeah.
And also, the right to bear arms is not just for defense in a protest situation. It is also if someone comes in your house that you own, you pay for, your family and your wife and your kids, your grandparents sleep in. If they come in violently, they're already a criminal. Let me speak. They're already a criminal. They're not gonna follow a gun law, correct? If they're gonna like, okay, I know Igor has $10,000 in the bank. I'm gonna go break into his house and rob him with whatever weapon I can, right? Because I know I want to get $10,000 because I'm a criminal either way. I'm going to make this bad, illegal decision. So now it'll be easier, I agree, if I have a gun and I can go in and scare people or one shot kill, right? That the idea of a gun being a good killing weapon, you're right, I agree. It is a good weapon of choice. But the idea is I'm also allowed to defend myself because I'm a citizen and I'm a law-abiding citizen. I own my house. I pay for my mortgage. I pay for my... Hold on, I pay for my... I pay for my kids to eat. I do all this. So why am I in a defenseless scenario when the government took away my guns to defend myself, and now a criminal that's already breaking the law to break into my house, steal my guns, steal my money, attack my wife, attack me, my children, he's probably not gonna follow a gun law. So now he's gonna go get a gun. He doesn't care about how many rounds are in a clip. He doesn't care what's illegal, what's not illegal. He's just gonna get what he can and get the job done. So now the civilian like me, that's like, oh, I'm not allowed to use this gun. Okay, I'll use another gun because that's legal, and I don't want to be a criminal. I don't want to be having a legal firearm in my house. Now I'm abiding by the laws, and the criminals are now getting their way because now you can just attack anybody because everyone's defenseless. No one can protect themselves. Like a criminal now in America, you don't know who has a dog, right? Can bite you, and you don't know who has a fucking gun, right? Same thing going to a bar. People are trained in MMA. Like, you don't want to pick the wrong guy.
The good compromise about that is say you can have your arm, but just at your house. You can bring outside to your house. Or just if you want to go to Polygon, it's like you can show like some ticket, you know?
I understand that. I can understand
I have the arm with me, I'm going to obviously the polygon.
But hold on. We'll stay on course.
Because
So
you
the
can
school-
shoot
hold on.
any way you can shoot on a road. So why you bring your
Hold
arm?
Hold on.
example.
So let's talk about the school shooting that just happened, right?
Mhm.
Because a young kid, we don't know exactly the example or the exact situation of did he steal a gun from his family?
Where he take the
Where is the gun legal? Is it illegal? It could be an illegal gun he bought off the street. We don't know exactly right now. But the overall concept with you is like when you hear that story, you get like nervous about guns, right? And like, what's your overall like first reaction? Like, you see a young kid has a semi-automatic handgun. He shoots and kills people in the school. What's your automatic reaction? Like, nobody should have a gun. And I kind of understand that. Like, oh my God, if we take away guns, then this situation won't happen, right?
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Unfair.
But do you also agree we're probably at a point where statistically there's more guns than people probably in this country?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of more.
I agree.
It's
So
just that my cousin and
Yeah.
the father have like.
I have a couple
15,
guns myself, so I'm only one person.
guns.
So yeah, I agree. So, but I agree. It's also, but then we get into there's a good conversation about people taking a competency test. Do you think a person should take a test of if they're crazy or not? Do you think that should be the case? Like, let's say I want to buy a gun, I have to go through a screening. It's like, is Luke Vaughan crazy or is he a good person to buy a gun?
Maybe they have intense. They have to be like. They have to take more time for understand if the person that I want to buy the arm is a
good person or not.
person for buy a arm.
I can understand that, and then this is where we get into a real tricky.
So, like example,
Let
the
me give you.
police.
Hold on.
No,
Let me give.
before them be his job, there be a lot of training. Like years.
Maybe
almost.
I don't know how
Like
much.
a
I don't know how
year.
much you
I think
changed.
so, I think so.
But now it's less. It's not much training
So
to
you
be a
have to
cop.
study, and after you have to be the training. So
Yeah.
they know if you are
Ready and
If your
prepared.
mentality is,
See.
is good for do this job or
So
not.
I'll just give you one thought process. This is a thought process. I would go through this all the time. So this is an idea of like we should have people go through a mental exam or screening and have like professionals decide if they're capable to own a gun or if they're crazy or something, right? A lot of people say, oh, that's good, right? But who's to say who's crazy? You know what I'm saying? That there's a fine line, and this is America. It's like, yeah, but a psychologist is telling their kid that there's no such thing as gender and they can grow up as whatever they want to be, and that's fine, but that's against the, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people will say that psychologist is crazy. Or it's like if you say something crazy on your phone and it gets leaked out in the message, that's not for the world to see, but people can view you as being crazy. Or it's like, I grow my own vegetables because I think the government's poisoning me. It's like someone could be like, this motherfucker's crazy. Or people that like eat vegetables or don't eat any vegetables and they eat all shitty food and you're like, this motherfucker's crazy. So it's who's to say who's crazy? And it can go even deeper and farther, like he has a sexual niche or some kind of weird kinky thing. But is he a crazy person? Is he not competent enough to own a firearm? It's a very fine line because you're free. You're free in here. You're allowed to think what you want and be who you are in this country.
I think
so it's a fine line.
I think the good compromise, if you say you buy an arm for defense, you leave your arm at the house, and.
But then, what if I go out and someone tries to rob me, right? And they're a criminal.
If the police stop someone with a gun on the road.
But why do I have to wait for police though? Why do I have to wait for police?
Because
but if a guy, I go down the street, right? I go down the street, and this is not like. This is a bad situation. We're walking down the street, me and Igor, or like let's say I'm walking. Igor's like, stop, give me your watch. I'm like, whoa, bro, right? Let's say he has a knife or something. I go back, get my firearm, boom, you can't rob me anymore. Realistically, right? I'm gonna call the police. I'm getting robbed. You know what I'm saying, though?
Just leave your watch and call the police after.
I understand, and there's an argument. You'd rather be safe than sorry. I agree. You'd rather be safe than sorry, and you're right. And there's another argument. I'm not the police, but who is the police? Just a citizen, just a human. No human has any real power over you in this country. Checks and balances. I'm a free American. Now I gotta teach it.
You don't have the training of the police.
We just agreed. We just agreed. Police don't, but I don't have to deal with police type of things. I don't have to go to domestic violence. I don't need police training to defend my life and my liberty and my freedoms.
If you want to defend your freedom on the road, you don't have the training for shoot on the road.
I can't shoot people on the road. That's illegal. But if I'm on the road and someone gets out of their car and say, give me your car with a gun or with a knife, I'm there allowed to defend myself with and I don't need to call for police.
Understand.
And I agree, it's probably safer. Like, holy shit, take my keys and let me get out of the situation.
Yeah.
I agree. Like, let's not get in a fucking shootout, right? I agree. But at the same time, I'm free in this country to defend myself if someone wants to infringe on my liberties and my rights. And if they're a criminal doing that.
Because you don't have the training for use arm on the road. So
No.
like you want to shoot
On
the
the road.
criminal.
Whoa,
you want to
whoa,
shoot the
whoa.
criminal because the criminal have the gun on your head. That's
Yeah,
example.
yeah, I can
you
do
want
that.
to shoot the criminal,
yeah.
but you don't have the training.
I'd
and
be
you shoot
allowed to do
somebody
that.
else.
Yeah, but that could happen in anything. Police shoot people all the time. Gang
But
people
they
shoot
have
people all the
training.
time. They don't have any training.
The police.
Well, the police, but the gang,
they have
people get hit with
training
stray
to do
bullets
that.
all the time.
You
And we
don't.
just agree. Yeah, but they're going
It's
to.
like,
They're getting called. Police, come to a situation. Come to a situation. It's like I'm in the situation. I'm not getting called. I'm not no vigil.
You
I'm
pay
not
tax
Spider-Man.
for this, bro.
I'm not vigilant.
You pay a lot of
Yeah,
tax
I
for
pay a
this.
lot of tax, and they don't come. It takes 10 minutes for them to come. That's my life. My life takes a second to pull the trigger. Like you said, a
Understand,
second to
bro.
stab someone, a second to
Understand.
kill someone. It takes 10 minutes for cops to show
I
up.
say you. I think if you start with the sensibilization about that.
I think the step one is to have a good conversation like this, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like tomorrow we go out, drink some cervezas, and we still talk about this stuff. But this is a good conversation. I think a lot of people are scared to have an honest conversation. And a lot of things you say are right. Like, I mean, are we safe with everybody fucking running around with guns? I don't know. It's a tricky conversation.
Far west, no.
Yeah,
Everybody's in the
it feels a little bit like that when, but also you got to hold him accountable. He never left the state and he's never seen a citizen with a gun on his side. He's only seen police guys.
I never.
He's
wished
never
to
seen
see it.
police guys. He's like, oh, America teaches everybody about, with the gun on the arm. I'm like, you never seen anybody with a gun on the side
I
except
don't
the
wanna
police
see no
officer.
one with a gun. I'm
Oh
scared
my
about
God,
that.
those. All right, that was a good conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button, subscribe.
See you
Let's keep
guys.
going.